Hi, everyone. This is Robin from Center Street Decor. Happy Monday and happy Memorial Day. I hope you have some fun plans for this day. Today it is super, super rainy here, so we probably won't be going outside and doing a barbecue, but we'll still be having a nice day. But I hope you're all having a great day. So today I wanted to hop on and show you as I'm finishing up the watermelon tiered tray. So that's what I'm doing. So I've been painting it the last few days. This is the sign for it, our sweet watermelon or sweet summertime watermelon sign. And I did put a kickstand on the back. And so it's going to be able to stand up. And there's a little bit of an angle to my kickstands. So it will lean back, just it won't stand up perfectly straight up. It will lean back just a little bit. So I did that. And then I also did the watermelon banner. And then I thought it would be fun just to add some ribbon in between each watermelon. So I did the watermelon, and then I showed you some of the really fun watermelon beads that I did. Painted up those watermelon beads, and this is what they turned out to go on. The watermelon beads went on this really, really cute beaded garland. So here's our watermelon beaded garland and our watermelon 25 cents. And then I did another one, just a little short one. So if you like to do the little short tags, so this watermelon is also in the tiered tray set. So you can do a little hanger right there. So you can do that. And then, oh, we have this cute yum sign. This is another piece in the tiered tray set. So I just have to finish up my watermelon here. And so that's what I'm going to do with you today. So I am going to tip you down, and we're going to finish painting up our cute watermelon. So let me bring you down. We're going to move some of our things out of the way. I love how these little watermelon beads turned out. They're so cute. They look like little teeny baby watermelons. Okay, so here is our beaded garland. And then I just added some of the leaves. So you have some leaves in the watermelon set. So you can do, put them wherever you like. I added one to this watermelon. I added one to this watermelon sign. So I'm just going to push those. And here is our banner. We'll push out of the way. And I probably will use some of these leaves on our watermelon. But we need to add some dimension to this because right now I just painted it green and it's just flat and just kind of plain. So let me show you how we're going to add some funness. And then I have a tag, which comes in the set. And again, you can put the tag wherever you want, but I'm going to put it on our watermelon once we get finished painting it. So, here's the little stem. It has a backer piece, and of course you don't have to paint the whole thing because the watermelon's going to cover this piece. So you can see I just painted just the outer edges. Okay, so, and then I've got our little vine here, our watermelon vine. So what I'm going to do is we're going to add a little bit of, if you can see on the leaves, if I hold the leaves up, you can see how I have some of that dimension, that shadowing, I don't know if we're shadowing, highlighting, I guess you could say, on there. So that's what we're going to do with our watermelon. So I'm just going to use some of the green. I'm going to use the green base, the same as I used here. And I just hopped on here this morning just to go live, and some of you, it's probably afternoon, but so I use the two colors. I use the green, and then I use this bright sunny day yellow. Okay, so then I went ahead and I grabbed one of my sponges. So again, I like to take the makeup sponges, and these are a good dense makeup sponge, and then I cut them into quarters. So I have little little pieces to work with when I'm doing smaller areas. So what I do is I'm going to dip into my green, and then on the other side, I'm going to dip into my yellow. So I've got kind of a green and a yellow starter. And then I'm just going to kind of blend it, bounce it back and forth till it just kind of blends. Okay, so you can see I've just kind of started that. And I started this the other day on Saturday, but I thought, oh, I want to show you how I did this. So I started it going around and then I stopped. So that's what we're going to do. So now that I'm going to take the yellow on the outside and the green is going to be on the inside, so it'll blend really well. Okay, and I'm just tapping it just around the edges. And I'm just going to keep going around. And if you think you need a little bit more yellow, pick up a little bit more yellow and tap on there. Okay. So just up and down motion is to get, it looks kind of like a stippled look. Okay, so now we have a little bit of a shadow on the outside. Now we're going to go down kind of through the center. So I want to be careful with my yellow. I don't want it too heavy. Well, of course, if you get it too heavy, just go over it with more green. Today I'm using my tinfoil, so it's probably a little bit noisy. Okay, so I want to kind of think of a little bit of a roundness because a watermelon has a round shape. So I'm going to just do a little bit of a curve. So just very lightly kind of doing just a little bit of a curve. And then I'll just kind of keep following kind of that curve. So right now I'm just kind of getting just kind of a base down. And then I'm actually going to curve it the other direction. I need to remember to pounce because when I try to rub it, I get these heavy lines on there. So I think 4 would be good. 4 in the middle of that. Okay, so that's kind of the start of what we've got going on. So I'm trying to think if I want to use my paintbrush to do a little bit more of this. So we don't have so much. Well, let me add a little bit of green. We're just gonna keep going. Okay, so now I picked up just a little bit of green and I'm going over the top of my yellow. So you can see what I'm doing there. Just using the same sponge. And just, if you find areas that it's a little more heavy on the yellow. Like it's pretty heavy here with yellow. So I'm going to add more green to that area. Okay. So just coming in with my green right now. Just to kind of help some of those harsh yellow lines that I have there. And I'm kind of walking back and forth with my sponge. Okay. Okay, so you can see kind of how my watermelon has come together. And now I'm going to add, so I'm just going to kind of keep building the color because I want just a little bit more yellow. So now I'm just going to tap, and I'm just going to go over even that wet paint. Just build up the color. I'm very lightly touching. I keep finding I'm getting heavy lines, heavy yellow, but I'm not worried about it because remember, you can go over it with your green. Go back over it with your green. Okay, now let's pick up the green. I just keep using the same sponge, picking up green and yellow and green and yellow. Now I'm just going to go over some of those yellow spots that are really, really too bold. I'm thinking it's looking like a watermelon, you guys. I'm thinking it is. Going to go over some more areas. Oh, there's McGee. That's my dog. He can hear. I think he can hear the kids outside. I guess they're out in the rain. The neighborhood kids are out in the rain. Hey, I'm liking it. I think it looks pretty good. You like it? I think it looks pretty good. Looks like a watermelon to me. Looks good. Okay, so now that I have that, that's all I'm really going to do on this watermelon. And I'm going to add it to my background. My background feels really rough. So I want to just give it just a little bit of sanding. And then I wipe on my apron all the extra fibers. Oh, it feels much better because I painted on wood. Sometimes I do MDF. This time I did it on wood, so it felt really rough. Okay, let's go ahead and put our watermelon on. Now we also have the stem, so we kind of will do both kind of the same time. So I do have this watermelon in the Etsy shop as an SVG file because I design SVG files for your laser cutters and your Glowforge. So this is in the shop, but there aren't any pictures yet. So I wanted to go ahead and paint this up really cute so that we could add it to the Etsy shop. Okay, just lining up my watermelon. And then I'm going to put this on here too. so everything will fit where it needs to go. There. Okay, so we've got our sweet sign. So let's see. Do we want to put some of these watermelon on here? They almost blend in too much, don't they? Those little leaves. I think maybe I'm going to add a little bit more yellow to my leaves so they don't blend in quite so much. So I'm just going to go just around the edges of the leaves, so there's more of a contrast when I put them on the watermelon. And I'm just kind of going in, tapping up and down, but in a circle, so I can keep the green on the inside of my leaf and then the yellow on the outside. Okay, so now that I have a little bit more yellow on here, we're going to go ahead and add a few of these leaves on here. And I have some fibers here, and that's just from my twine. Whenever I work with twine, there's extra fibers around. Oh, hi, Roxana. So my Etsy shop is called Center Street Decor, and you will find it. If I think even if you search on Etsy, if you type in Center Street Decor, it should pop up. Hopefully, I did a typed it in there so you can find it. But also on Facebook, and that's where we are right now on Facebook Live. I should have a link in. You should be able to find my Etsy shop. If you go to my information, you should be able to find that too. So that's where you find that. I have a lot of fun summer files in there, a lot of 4th of July, if you like that type of files. Do you work with SVG files? Okay, I think we'll do three leaves, and then maybe we'll put one right here. So I have to think of how it's going to sit kind of on the tiered tray, and I'll just prop it up against something. And we'll put, I think that will work. So let's go ahead and glue these on. I'm getting down to the end of this glue. But when I buy the glue, I usually have a few extra. I buy a few extra bottles, so I have them on hand. Whenever I run out of one, or getting close to, when I buy one, I always have one on hand. So let's add our sweet right there. Let's add a few of our leaves. I love watermelon in the summer. It's so yummy, so sweet and delicious. I actually had a friend who didn't like watermelon, and I thought, oh, who doesn't like watermelon? But it happens. Not everybody likes all of the same fruits. Okay, I'm going to give a little extra firmness just to hold this on, because we have that ribbon here, so it's lifting it on this edge. So I'm going to give some firm pressure here, just so that glue will hold. Okay. Okay, so now we have And I have this extra leaf. I think I've cut extras, so I had them to use on different areas. It might even be cute to put one maybe on the sign, but maybe not. Okay, let's move my tape out of the way so I can show you all of the pieces. I'm going to show you all the pieces that we have. Get my paint out of the way. Scooch. Okay, so we have our large watermelon. So the big pieces, usually on the tiered trays, I usually like to do a sign, a worded sign. I like to do a shape, a large shape. And so here's our shape, and here is and this has the kickstand. That's why I won't lay all the way down. So we have our sign, our watermelon, and then a big word. I like to do a big word, which yum is perfect. Okay, we'll bring that over here. And then we have our banner, our watermelon banner, and I'm going to photo stage all of these fun things in just a little bit. Okay, then we have our beaded garland. And these are the pieces that come in the set. So obviously the beads don't, because those would be your own. So these are the pieces. And I actually cut an extra watermelon. And then that's how I ended up making this one as well, because I wanted to do just kind of a short little beaded garland with our tag. So that's why I have this extra one. So of course, when you buy the file, you can cut as many pieces as you like. You can cut as many banner pieces as you like. So anyway, I think it turned out really cute. Do you like it? I think it's fun. So I'm going to tip you back up here. See, sorry, my hands are in the way. I'm hopefully going to work on a new setup so I don't have to keep tipping it up and all that fun stuff. But anyway, thanks for joining me today. It was really fun. Finishing off this, we have joggers. We have joggers in our neighborhood, people I've not seen before. We live kind of in a like a cul-de-sac area, but we have some joggers out there. People I've seen some joggers this morning who I knew who they were, but now there's some people out there who I don't know. Maybe they're just going around the different areas. But anyway, this is what we finished off today, painting our watermelon. And I think it turned out really cute. I hope you like it, but this just kind of gives you an idea on how to paint this watermelon if you didn't have any ideas once you buy the file. So anyway, I hope you'll check out some of the other lives that I've done. We've done some really cute beehives. We've done some chunky watermelons that are shelf sitters, and they stand on their own, and those are adorable. But anyway, thanks for joining me today, and I hope you all have a beautiful Memorial Day. Bye, everyone.